Hello, dear reader, and welcome back to the Lunar Nebula reading channel with me, Jalanon. Let's take a look at the Shonen Jump app and kind of review it for you. These are some of the free chapters you do not need an account to read. In general, let's check Burn the Witch by Tite Kubo. And you can see, you can look up these just fine, even without an account. Now, the account, when we go here, you can see the membership details. They let you know you can unlock 100 chapters in a current day, and then you've got about 9 hours before the limit resets, then you can unlock more. It costs $2 a month, so that's pretty good. You have a huge vault that you can go through. I have used this in the past, and I did very much enjoy it. It will automatically renew your membership unless you tell it not to. You can go to the App Store and just go to your little top right picture and then subscriptions, and then you should be able to find the Shonen Jump app picture and whether or not you want to cancel. But yeah, I think you get quite a bit of content for what you pay for, and they also do a pretty good job of telling you up front how to, turn that off or whatever. Now, for parents, it's important to note they do have content ratings on here. It's generally teen and teen plus. Their more mature comics are apparently only available on Viz.com. And if you do want more information about what is available on the app, then you can go to Viz.com. So I'll try to type that in the video description as well. That's a good place to check kind of their general FAQ. But yeah, you can check the membership details, about, copyright info, which they have a lot of comics on here. So there's a lot of copyright info. They have a privacy policy you can read through. In general, kind of the normal stuff you would expect. One other thing that is nice is that you can manage how much stuff you are allowed to download. So if you're trying to limit how much you download, so that you can not download too many things at once, you can do that. And yes, you can download manga for offline reading, which is also very nice. So let's see. I haven't purchased anything, so one other way they're trying to make money is usually after you finish a book, they'll be like, oh, would you like to buy this other book? Or anything like that. As you can see, we can check out stuff like My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia. Yep, it does remember back in the day how far I was, so I can check read, and it'll be right here. So hopefully this isn't a spoiler for anyone. And I would say my favorite way of reading is in the profile view, not in this horizontal view. Because in horizontal view, unless you're on a bigger screen like an iPad, generally everything gets too small. And then you have to double tap to zoom in, you move around. And I'd say that's the only real weakness of the reading experience in this app. Other than that, some comics want you to move one direction or the other. They're not always consistent, which direction. So if I go this way, we can go backwards. Look. But yeah, some manga are more the traditional Western left to right, or the Japanese right to left. I'd say most of them are right to left. And yes, if I did want to download that chapter to read, let's do 221. We'll click that arrow. Pretty fast download. And now if I wanted to, I could turn off the Wi-Fi, go to my library. There's my download. So here's 221, and it'll stay on there for 7 days, and then it'll boot itself off. And then we can browse a ton of stuff. You can go by alphabet. And yeah, they have quite a few comics on here. But once again, a lot of these are teen or older teen. There's going to be some content parents would probably object to. I would not recommend this app for anyone under the age of a middle school child. Oh, they even put Tokyo Ghoul on here. Didn't know they'd do that. That's kind of a horror comic. So, yeah. I would say high school and up for Shonen Jump in general. And if you don't have kids, hey, don't worry about them. Some of the ones that I would recommend to pretty much anybody, Dr. Stone. That's a great one. And then Astra Lost in Space was also pretty fun. These are both sci-fi. And then other than that, My Hero Academia, of course. That's a pretty clear one. I do like the Black Clover manga. It's pretty good. And I like Asta in that. Who else? Who else? Recently there's been a kind of more of a leaning in towards horror. So yeah. The Promised Neverland is very good, but also kind of horrifying. You know, I don't want to ruin anything, but yeah. World Trigger, one of my all-time favorites. Highly recommend. There's only like a little bit of true violence, because most of the time they're in kind of nanite clone bodies called Trion, Trion, or Dorion, if you watch the anime or whatever. But yeah, other than that, what else is great? Demon Slayer, also very good. Let's see. Anything else obviously on here that I can recommend? I did like Red Sprite a lot, but I think it is... Well, are they continuing it? Okay. When I first started reading it, they only had like a few chapters up. So maybe they finally downloaded some more? I'm happy about that. It's also a little dark, but yeah. Turns out children are being experimented on with superpowers, you know, it's a little dark. Yep. All You Need Is Kill is an interesting one. There was a Tom Cruise movie made in the similar idea. But I would say it's violent enough. Probably older teen is great. Any other recommendations? Kuroko's Basketball is great. The original Naruto, that one's pretty fun. School Judgment is interesting. I enjoyed it. It's more of a mystery kind of deal. Psychological drama, maybe, you could say. I don't know. I liked it. It's kind of like child lawyers try to do these cases in school. It's pretty fun. I liked it. Anything else for you guys? Robot X Laser Beam is fun if you like unique main characters. I think the main character probably has some form of autism. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet, but he does golf, and he's good at it. Sort of. He's very good at straight shots. There's a very funny part later, well, like a few chapters in, where, yeah, you see where his expertise lies. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, so there's a lot to look forward to in the Shonen Jump app if you love Japanese comics. And if you don't, well, then you don't have to, you know, even download it. But you can download it for free and try it, see what you like about it. I think 100 chapters is more than fair for a day. Yes, I have reached that limit before. Yes, my eyes were very dry after that. But, yeah, I would say Shonen Jump's digital catalog does a very good job. And let's see if I can find an example of one that you kind of have to buy. Aha, yes. So some of these will be around $5 if you want to just buy it and have it forever. And others will be more than that. Let me see, I think. What did I say? Yeah, it's like $7. Yeah, and that's US dollars because I'm in the United States. Yeah. Other than that, other things to note. I have had problems syncing it across my iPads. My iPhone will not figure out that I have an account, so that's interesting. It knows that I have subscribed to it, but I'm sure there's probably just something I'm missing about how to sync that correctly. Frankly, I'm not too concerned about it, because you can still read free comics, and, you know, you can download stuff and all that when you have your account. So, yeah. I hope that is enough information for people to get a good idea of whether or not the Shonen Jump app is for them. I personally would highly recommend it. I would like to say that it is nice to be able to support comic creators and read a ton of comics at one time. Just enough said. It's like the best of all the worlds. There's no guilt. So yeah. You can feel free to share this video with a friend if you think they'll enjoy the Shonen Jump app. You can subscribe to see more reading videos, which will come eventually. Yeah. Leave a comment below on if this is helpful, and I hope you have a great day, dear reader.